How to make money. How does one go about making money anyways? Money. I think there's maybe two ways. Through competition or through creation. And one's easier than the other. But no, one's not easier than the other because they both use different methods. You see, if you were to compete, you could lose. You cannot lose with creation. You could spend your life thinking about things, and maybe that would be a waste. But in the end, you'd probably come up with something. And you're not going to... I guess it's possible someone could kill you for your creation, but if you don't tell anybody about it, nothing's going to happen. So, I think it's a mixture of both, right? But I truly believe, like what the Bible says, that there's nothing new under the sun. And we have computer viruses. We had viruses for millions and millions of years. Who knows, maybe a billion. So the idea to make money is either to beat somebody at their own game or at your game, make them play your game. And since you know the game, it's your game, you should win, right? And so that's what I think happens most of the time. But every so often, something new that appears to be new. Nothing is new. You got to understand. Nothing is new. I believe in reincarnation. Nobody's new. It's all been done before millions of times. You know what? This is the 5th cycle of the Earth, supposedly, or something. I don't know. So, the thing is that to come up with a new idea, you have to think a lot. And I don't think people are conscious these days, for the most part anyways. In order to be conscious, you gotta believe in the sacred. You gotta believe that you're here for a purpose. You're just not here to buy things or to collect things. You're here to do something. You're sent here for something. You see, most people don't have faith. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. And that's what few people do today, please God. And many people think this is the end. The end is nigh, The end is nigh. And what can we do to stop it? Well, I already posted my ideas and I have got no response, You can look up my other posts under Livia, and that's it. I think that would solve a lot of problems. But my brother, he told me, and rightly so, that the hunter-gatherer days wasn't a peaceful time either. Tribes killed other tribes. So people in the Liver Corporation would be competing against other corporations for prominence. But I don't know. This might be a new age with Google. Who on earth can surmount Google? I don't think Facebook can. In fact, I think Facebook has run its course. And your teenagers are getting tired of it. They're getting stressed out by it. And that in the future it'll just be left to their parents. Well, how sad is that? How exciting is that, right? MySpace, the same thing. Who wants everyone to know what they're doing? So I'm vlogging, and I hope this is the future. Until smell-o-vision comes, I think this is it. Personally, I can't wait till smell-o-vision comes. In fact, I figured out that if you only had one sense, you should choose smell. Because I think it's linked to all the other parts of the brain. When you smell a certain smell, it brings everything back like you were just there. Like, for example, weed. Boy, what a strong smell. I had weed once and I had the most paranoid trip of my life. I don't ever want to take that again. I went to hell. I thought somebody was going to kill me. You know? I was talking and I didn't know what I was saying. It was the scariest moment of my life. I mean, I want to try mushrooms. I would love to. I'd love to have a shamanic experience. But in the end, there's nothing, really. It's all about nothing. I mean, as the wisest man in the world said, Solomon said, King Solomon said, it's all meaningless. It's all chasing after the wind. And that's what it is, you know. Even if Google is God, it's still nothing. Worthless. So the best thing I think you can do is to make a footprint. So when you die, you can find your footprints and start where you left off. And that's my goal, is I hear some Tibetan monks can actually find out where and who and whatever they're going to be reincarnated as. That's what I'd like to achieve. Because I'm deathly afraid of death. And I shouldn't be. You know why I'm afraid? Because I'm already dead. You know? I had the noose around my neck. I had my body, my full body weight hanging from my neck. Somehow, because the rope was slippery, I managed to loosen up the noose, and off I went. So I'll never be rich. But you know what? I don't think I'm supposed to be rich. Leave that to Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. Let everybody know that they're the richest people in the world and they're changing things, you know. All us little guys, you know. We all have our own creations. We might not make money off them, but hell, I think it's a lot easier not having so much money. Because in the end, you're going to be buried in the dirt, or you're going to be cremated and thrown up in the sky into the ocean and fed to fish or worms, whatever, to the insects. And nothing matters. I mean, Freddie Mercury said it best. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters to me. So, I mean, I'm so glad I have smokes. Don't know where I'd be without them. They help me concentrate, they make me more productive. They cement my memories into my mind. They make my mind sublime. And I hope my trip never ends, you know. I don't want to die. I want to be one of those people that are hooked up to computers to live forever, like Mr. Burns. I think these are the questions my generation will be asking, you know. But everything comes to an end. Even a cigarette.